You're watching SKST Radio.
Well, welcome to another episode of SKST Radio, and we're tuned into Artist Network, and I have a very special guest tonight, brand new guy, just meeting him tonight, and I am so proud to meet him because he is a superstar. He goes by the name of Khoree the Poet. Welcome, Khoree, to the show!
Thank you, Cammie. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Well, absolutely. Okay, so I refer to you as a superstar only because only superstars get to do what you are. So, hey, if you got it like that, you got it like that. So thank you so much for being on the show. Khoree, tell people who you are.
Khoree the Poet, I do poetry infused with R&B music and singing. I am the place where all three mingles, to create what I like to call R&B poetry, basically, So that's what I do, man. I've been doing it for, like 12 years professionally, 11, 12 years professionally. And it's something that I love to do. The people are responding to it. It's insane how well they're responding to it, actually. So, that's Khoree the Poet, man. That's who I am.
So, Khoree, how did you get started with this poetry thing?
Well, it's like everybody else. I got started writing poetry. Actually, I got to start writing poetry in college. Really, seriously. Anyway, a professor of mine challenged the entire class to write a poem, then go up and recite it for extra credit. Well, hey, I always need extra credit, so I went up there and I wrote something real quick, and I did it, and that bug hit you. It was a release, so I just kept writing. I actually was writing like 4 or 5 poems a day in college, every day. And then after college, life happens. It gets in the way, and I went away from it for quite a while, some years actually. And then a friend of mine introduced me to this open mic in Oakland, California. So I went up there with this friend of mine, and she had, unbeknownst to me, signed me up to perform. I've never performed at an open mic, nor did I have anything memorized or prepared. And she said, don't worry about it. Just think of something. He'll call you up like number 10. So give you some time. I said, okay, well, I try to figure something out because, I don't run from challenges. I run to challenges.
Right.
If they don't move out the way, I run through challenges. Right.
I love it.
So he called me up second, not 10, second. So I was a theater major in college, so I went up there and I just recited something that I had written many, many years ago when I used to want to be a rapper, back when I was younger, and I just spoke it, spoke it. And again, that bug hit you. And from that point on, it was writing poetry again and writing poetry again. That's how I got started with the writing the poetry again. But how I got it started with the music, infused with the music, the poetry, and the singing is my wife. She was my wife at the time. We were actually seeing each other, but she was like, your stuff is crazily different. So you need to add music and singing to it so it can, reach the masses, man, so it can be mainstream, because this is something that people can enjoy and not just think of the poetry. When you hear the word poetry, you have a preconceived notion of what you think is going to sound like.
Right.
Until you hear or see what I've been doing, and it's strictly it's like I call it simply deep. Very simple, but if you listen to what I'm saying and you pay attention, it's deep and it's entertaining at the same time. So
right.
You don't have to focus on the metaphor I just used for 20 minutes to try to figure out what I'm talking about and miss the rest of the poem.
Right. Well, it's amazing. I know another poet that's just like yourself. He goes by the name of Malcolm Jamal Warner. He had The Long Miles, and it was like outstanding. But this was probably about 15 years ago that he came out with it, and then he kind of stopped. But yeah, so this is like a trailblazer. You just trend setting, and it makes people realize that you can be a triple threat a different way, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's real easy to quit because it's an uphill climb for poets. Like I said, people have preconceived notions of what they think is going to sound like, not understanding that poetry is actually the umbrella, and there's different type of poetry style under that umbrella.
Mhm.
So
Absolutely. So
yeah.
you have you mentioned your support system. So it's good to have a support system. I mean, can you imagine not being able, not having someone that was supportive in your corner?
Oh yeah, for this support system it's the backbone. Honestly, it's the backbone because when people doing something, like I said, it's so easy to give up when it's not going as you think it was wanted to go, or how
Mhm.
fast you thought it was going to come. That support system who has to actually believe in what you're doing just as much, if not more so than yourself. And definitely you want to keep your circles small because if it gets too big, then it get all convoluted. And so I keep my circles nice and small and tight. And my main supporter is my wife. She is the one who always keeps me going. There's been times when I was like, I'm just gonna get a regular job and just stop this. She was like, yeah, no, we work too hard. That is not gonna
Good
happen.
for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
Oh, yeah,
So now
definitely.
you have how many so let's talk about well, actually I want to say that till after the break. I want to talk about the Las Vegas thing after the
Mhm.
break. So right now I just want to talk about how do your family perceive you right now? So now that you're like kind of getting up there and your
Right.
poetry is out there, you got videos, YouTubes. So what are people saying? Is it different now?
Well, my family is they see where I'm at and they appreciate it. Of course, their family, they like, you still Khoree, to me, whatever.
Right.
Can you coming over for Thanksgiving, you want some sweet potato pie, that they still family, but they do appreciate, and understand how the level that I'm at now, from when I began. So they tease me every once in a while. Oh, superstar, you can't come home for Christmas now, huh? You
Oh, right,
got your
right.
shows. At the same time, they say, well, I'm gonna be in town. Can I get a comp ticket? But
So yeah,
yeah, no,
that's how
it's
family operate.
yeah,
Absolutely.
it's cool. And the friends, your real good friends, your friends, they support you. They understand what it means. And it's like I tell people all the time. It's like a tree.
Hmm.
You start from here, you start from the root. There's people with you. You start growing. People start falling off, just like leaves. That start falling off as you keep reaching
Yeah,
to that sun. You're reaching for those stars. You're growing up, and those that remain with you on the way up will be with you on the way up.
exactly,
Exactly.
exactly. They're supposed to be there. Well, let's
Exactly.
take a quick break. I want to give some station identification along with something words from our sponsor. Be right back.
Get worldwide airplay, boost online streaming and sales. Get noticed by major labels like BMG, Sony Music, and Empire. Your videos aired on TV in millions of homes. See what Never Stop Entertainment can do for you. Visit us now at neverstopent.com.
All right. If you just tuned in, you haven't tuned in too late. You tuned into the Cammie Grayson Show. And I have Khoree, the poet, with me live on the air, and he is doing what he needs to do, making it happen.
Making
Okay.
it
So
happen.
you got some exciting stuff going on, and I'm very excited. I don't know which what to get out first. So I'm thinking let's get the song out. I think let's get the
Okay.
song out. So let's tell us a little bit about this song you have.
This one is my latest release, and it's called "Ain't No Party." What happened is in my show, I do a segment towards the end of my show where I give my singers a few minutes to shine,
Mhm.
while it's playing a certain track. And the one young lady, her name is the Lady Paige Segal. She used to sing this little hook all the time. Ain't no party like a Khoree party, because a Khoree party don't stop. And my wife, who's the genius, was like, we're gonna make that a whole song and you're gonna close every show with that one.
Oh wow,
So
wow.
that's how that song came about. Yeah, is my wife. She's a visionary. When she sees something or hears something, she's like, that's gonna be That's gonna be your hook. That's gonna be your song right there for every show you close out.
I can't wait to meet her. She sounds like she's like phenomenal.
Yeah, okay, she trying to steal a show. We're gonna stop talking about her. She's trying to steal my show right now. All these compliments.
No, you gotta have that support system. They always say behind every good man is a good woman.
You know what? And I say this to that. Behind every good man, there's a good woman who's kicking him in his butt to keep him going forward. But this one, she's in back of me. She's on both sides of me to keep me balanced, and she's in front of me to lead me where I need to go. She got me completely covered. Yeah,
absolutely love it. Yeah, and you stay right there in that middle.
I say right there in the middle. Yeah, exactly.
You go a long
Anytime I try to go over to the right, she right there to push me right back in.
Absolutely love it. Okay, so I have the song. Is it okay for us to play it?
Yes, please. Let's share it with the world.
Let's make it happen. Let's party a little bit.
Hey, Khoree. What's up, RJ? Man, this is a party song. So all you sexy people, you better get on up before we gotta get on out. See, this is not the time to sit down. Man, it's the time to get down. So turn up and turn out, ladies. Ain't no party like a Khoree party. It's Khoree, baby.
Ain't no party like a Khoree party. 'Cause a Khoree party don't stop. We don't stop.
To all my party goers, I need you to make some noise. You got that thing moving, Khoree gon' keep you grooving. I may have you do the hustle, the Chicago step or the Cupid shuffle. You just have to vibe with me, and come on an electric slide with me. From young to old, let this music hit your soul. Get your drinks in your hand, now grab your woman or your man. So you can search all over, from spot to spot, club to club. But baby, guess what?
Ain't no party like a Khoree party. 'Cause a Khoree party don't stop. We don't stop. The love tonight.
Get your hands up. Get them all the way up. Let's celebrate your birthday, lady, or your anniversary, baby. Hey, come on and follow me. You know ain't no party. So let's go crazy. Go, 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 go. It's Khoree, baby. Yeah. Fun times in the nighttime. So we keep it sexy and classy. Never let the party moment get past me. So come and hang with me, dance and sing with me.
Ain't no party like a Khoree party. 'Cause a Khoree party don't stop. We don't stop. The love tonight.
See, it don't matter if we on the floor or on the stage. It's always Khoree, baby. So we gon' party like we in a rave. You hear that voice? It's the lady Page.
Ain't no party like a Khoree party. 'Cause a Khoree party don't stop. We don't stop.
Come on and celebrate and party all night long.
Ain't no party
Get it,
like a Khoree party.
get it.
'Cause a Khoree party
Yeah.
don't stop. We don't celebrate the love
Win.
tonight.
Khoree, that was crazy. Yeah. It's Khoree, baby.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you for that. That was fun. That was actually fun.
Absolutely. Gotta have some fun, man.
So now you got the new song, and recently you just got something going on in Las Vegas. What's going on with that?
Yeah, let's see. I have a residency out here. It was at the Rio. And as if you don't know, the Rio was recently purchased. It was sold by Caesars Entertainment now to Dreamscape, and they're remodeling the Rio and all that good stuff. So my show has been bought by another venue. Now we're at the Composers Showroom out here.
All right.
And the Composers Showroom is historical, actually. They renovated it and changed the inside now, but it used to be where the Rat Pack used to hang out.
Wow.
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., they all used to go there, hang out, chill, eat, and relax, whatever. Now it's now they have Khoree the Poet. So I'm there now,
That is so cool.
That's what we are. That's what we are. We have my show there, Khoree the Poet Show, which is the stuff that you just heard right there. It's more, and it's also have the other stuff that I do, the R&B poetry with the love and the romance and that type of stuff to it. And also I produce a show also called Late Night Whispers, which we just started. Wherein on that show, I just host, and then I bring in a couple of poets and a musician, a singer, like this. We have this show tonight. Actually, it's a violinist. He does it like classical violin, R&B violin. He can play whatever needs to be played for the crowd that's there. And they sing along and have a good time.
Nice.
And then we have a poet also, because we got to keep the poetry involved in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we just trying, like I said, doing different things out here.
Yeah. So now, what's next for you after this gig? Or I'm sure this gig is going to last a long time. So are you going to do things in between, or how's that going to work?
We've been doing Khoree the Poet out here since March of last year. We did the first show. They originally gave us 4 shows. So we did the first show, and after the first show, they enjoyed it so much they asked us to do the rest of the year. Yeah. So we were like, absolutely, sure, no problem.
That's good.
Yeah. And now that we're in a new place, they already have me scheduled for now all the way until like July. But we just gonna build it and grow it and keep it going, get it bigger and bigger. But yeah, no, I do. I travel around, and do shows and host a lot of different shows. Also, like I just came from Colorado, where I opened up and host for Keith Sweat and Stephanie Mills in Surface.
Nice.
So yeah, I went out there. It's called the Ladies Night Out Tour. So I was the MC and the host, and then I performed 3 of my pieces also. So yeah, and that's that's the plan. Just keep it growing, keep it going, keep it reaching out to the mainstream. A lot of these people, when they see it, they approach you afterwards, like, that was absolutely amazing. That's great. I've never seen anything like that. And then they make offers and here and there. So we just want to keep it going, opening doors for people that's going to follow me, doing stuff like this and giving more opportunities to people to make it easier for them. I'll kick the door down. I ain't got no problem. 6'5", 285 pounds. I'll kick it down. I ain't got no problem with it. I'll be the first.
Let me ask you this. So everybody can just look at you and see that you're doing great. You love what you're doing, but it's not always that easy, right? You had to really kick those doors down. Just imagine, it's this I remember this from childhood. You see a gentleman pushing a stone up a mountain. So just imagine you going straight up that mountain with this huge stone, and you just a little itty bitty guy by yourself with maybe 1 or 2 people trying to help you push that stone up. And then it started thunderstorming and raining and hailing. And then next thing you know, there's an oil spill on the top of the hill coming down at you. Hold on, there's an avalanche too coming down at you. Oh, wow.
But you keep pushing through that. You keep pushing. It's a lot of stuff that's against you, especially with the title poet, because a lot of people out there, promoters and all that stuff, really don't see how what was their words? I don't see how I would market your music. I don't see how we can make money with this. But in actuality, clearly, you can make a lot of money with this. Been doing it for years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we had Chris Gotti come to the show. He came to the show, Chris Gotti and Irv Gotti of Murder Inc., who produced Ashanti and Ja Rule and all that stuff. He came to the show, didn't know what to expect, and when he left the show, his mind was blown away. He was like, this can be like a whole new Tyler Perry type of thing going on. It's like a show within a show, but it's not quite a musical, but it's a concert. He said, this is just crazy. It's just crazy. So he was looking for investors for us to take this on the road, and we're still looking for investors. But like I said, it's the poet. They're like, oh man, let me see what you're talking about. It's poetry. Their mind is just stuck on the word poetry.
Right.
And not understanding it's entertainment. It's not getting ready to bring you down. We like to make people leave my show exhausted with excitement for the next one. They're not leaving my show like, oh, the world is about to end. Oh God, I can't stand my woman. None of that stuff,
Right.
It's all love and enjoyment.
Well, this is amazing though. So if I was a poet, or if I had a young poet that was interested in doing what you're doing, what type of advice could you give them?
I tell people this all the time because I got this advice from the Wayne Wiggins of Tony. I asked him, I said, man, when you got started in this, how did you get started in this and what kept you going? And his advice was just get started. If this is something that you love, understand you don't know how to do it. You just start off by doing it, and you will learn through your mistakes. Lord willing, you will learn through your mistakes to where you won't make them again. And then that's how you start creating your circle, because you know who's going to have your back, especially during the hard times, who's going to be there for you and believe in what you're doing. So for any young poet coming up, I'll tell you the same thing. If understand the struggle is beyond real. The struggle is beyond real. But if this is something that you love to do, you started off doing it because you love it. The money will come eventually. The money will come, but you're doing it because you love it, because you eventually figure out your worth. You eventually figure out all that stuff along the way. But if you never take that first step in that 1,000-step journey, you're not going to go anywhere, So for anybody who feel like they want to get in the entertainment business or anything in life, if that's where your heart is set, you don't let nobody deter you. If you know deep inside that's what you want to do, always analyze yourself, because you're going to reflect and be like, am I good enough to do this? And of course, you got family and friends who's always going to be in your corner. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it. Don't listen to them. Listen to the people who you don't know. When people validate you that don't know, you can come up to you like, man, that was real good. Oh man, that was great. You need to keep doing this. Yeah. That's where you go. See, like, for example, my wife is not a yes man at all. Nowhere near is she a yes man. She would tell me, and it keeps me grounded, it keeps me focused. Yeah, you need somebody in your corner who's going to be like, yeah, that's good, but it can be a little bit better. That's how my very first song I brought to her. I was like, look, babe, okay, I just came out the studio. Tell me what you think. And she listening to it. She said, I think it needs a little bit something else. I can't explain it, but the music needs a little bit more. Now, my first CD was produced by the gentleman who produced music for 12 years for Prince. And I said, you want me to take this back to him and tell him his music needs a little?
You can do a little bit better.
Right? And she was like, well, I tell you what, you can either not take it back to him and put it out, but understand if you put it out, this is how people are going to remember you. Or
she's smart.
She's very smart.
She's smart.
Or you can take it back to him and just tell him you need a little something else. So I took it back to him because regardless of how many years he played with Prince, I got to wake up to her every day. So I say, look here, my man.
You're hilarious.
We needed a little something more in the music. So, and he was like, okay, whatever. He put some more stuff in it and we did it, took it back. And of course she was right. Made it so much better. Yeah.
Amazing. I'm so proud you have a woman like that in your corner. And so, please never take advantage of it, because a lot of people don't have that type of situations where
Absolutely.
their spouse is supporting them, and that's amazing, and I love it. Absolutely love. I love seeing those power couples.
Yeah.
Where those couples work together. We have one here. I'm in Virginia, and her and her husband, we call her T. T and her husband. They're out there. They're doing it. They're actually helping other people, pulling people up. And so
Right.
power couples are just amazing to me. I just love seeing that. Absolutely.
Hey, she's the power. I'm the couple. That's all I know.
Hey, it goes together though, right?
Yeah, it
Right.
goes.
We keep each
That's
other
right.
balanced. So I appreciate it. And I also appreciate you, Khoree, coming on the show. I would love to follow you and find out, if we can do anything on our end to help get your songs out there, get your music out there, whatever we can do on our end. We're more than happy to take care of it.
Oh no, I appreciate it. Let me give a quick shout out to my guy, my man, Mr. Joe Mason.
Oh
Mr.
yeah,
Mr.
absolutely.
Never Stop himself. He put this
Yes.
together. Yeah, he said, "I got something for you, man. Just send me your stuff. I send it to some people who I know. You deserve to be on this interview." So, shout out to Joe. That's my guy right there.
Yes, I love Joe. He's you know what? God only send a few people your way that's worth being in your way, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Some people you're there, he send them for you to help and you to pull up. It's not often that he send people to pull you up. A lot of
Right.
times people come to pull you down.
Yes, they do. Crabs in a bucket.
There you
Crabs in a
go.
barrel.
There
Yeah.
you know exactly where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
When I met this man last year, it just changed my life. It really did. It just changed my life because I was really, I'm a female. I own a
Right.
studio. I do this to give back. I have, this is my third season. We're going to our fourth season in February, and we have grown tremendously. We have
Right.
grown tremendously. I mean, I did this in Dallas. I worked with different people like Tom Joyner and Shelley Garrett doing plays. I do plays and things like that too. I'm an author. Have a couple of books out.
Right.
But this is my fun thing.
Yeah.
This is my fun thing because I feel like I give back, right?
Right.
And so for him to come into my life to help get our network where it needs to be, I appreciate that. I can never pay him for the generosity that he has shown to my company and me.
Yeah, Mr. Never Stop himself. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. So we're gonna keep on going just for never stop. How about that?
That's right. That's right.
So he promised me an interview, and he shies away from the interview. So I guess hopefully when he does,
Yeah.
I think 2024. That's around the corner, isn't it?
It's around the corner.
Oh, so I think I'm supposed to get an interview. I'm hoping he's looking at this. I'm supposed to get an interview in 2020.
Yeah, he told me now, Joe is not in front of the camera person. He's behind the scenes type of person, but he said he's getting ready to change that a little bit more next year. So your interview may be coming. It may be coming.
We're gonna have to roast him once we get him down there. We're gonna get everybody back on and we're gonna roast him. How about that?
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Thank you so much. Congratulations on all the great things that you're doing. I want to tell you and your wife, we're gonna pray for you guys. You keep going, and keep pulling people up. Keep
Absolutely.
doing what you do.
And thank you. You keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate platforms like this. It's a beautiful thing. Got a strong queen doing what she's supposed to be doing, what she loves. So thank you. I appreciate it. And
Absolutely.
Shout out to Joe and SK. Is that an SKST radio?
SKST radio.
Yeah.
You got it.
Shout out to you guys, Miss Cammy
you.
Grayson. I appreciate you. And like I always say, whenever I leave, it's Khoree, baby.
I know that's right. You got to tell people how to get in touch with you and how to get by the song.
Oh, you can follow me at everything, all Instagram, Facebook, all social media is under one moniker, Khoree the Poet, Khoree, the Poet. It's all spelled the same. There's no dash, there's no hyphen, there's no 173. It's all just Khoree the Poet, and you can get the music on all digital platforms. You can download it from anywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, it's everywhere. If it's digital, it's there.
I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, guys, this concludes our show for today. Khoree, thanks again for being on the show, and we will see you again, I'm sure.
Absolutely. I look forward to it.
All right. Until next time, SKST Radio. Tell them bye, Khoree.